late at it. Why did I buy this thing? I don't know. Better be worth my better be worth it in my time. It's absolutely exhausting me. I should have tidied the rack up with the back. It is shamelessly like a bird nest. You know. Maybe I could kind of, when that's going to be uninstalled, the storm that's going to be uninstalled, and off it goes. That doesn't mean some of the it's all I'll tell you, it's all these XLR cables. God, seriously, it's some way XLR cabling, and you could do a few other things with it. Connect other sort of processors or matrix to things up with it, etc. I just don't think you can do anything much with all this Dante thing, and it's just going to be like, when you look at the cost of some Dante digital thing module kind of extender or adapter or such, it's going to be, I can just see the price be like that compared to something else where the price is just minimal. And at the end of the day, you're going to get something a little bit better, and you're going to get better results or something. As long as I think people are just worrying about signal noise ratio. Anyway, I'm trying to align the sound, because one side it sounded a little bit on the low side on the right channel. It's just sounded a few dB quiet. I'm running sine wave tests and such through the Dolby DSUs. Still can't get this volume to function. It seems to be deactivated. I think maybe, something came loose on it. Well, when it was being brought up the stairs, you couldn't lift the bloody thing. It's ridiculous. It's almost like a two-person to sort of lift the blimmin' box. It's ridiculously heavy. So someone's bringing it up on the trolley, and it's going like bump, bump, bump. And the only thing I'm just listening to is just thinking, crikey, is that going to sort of like unjar something inside the processor? Something's just going to come undone. I don't think so. I think it's just something just got deactivated on this. But where that function is on the menu thing is, I don't know. I'm absolutely exhausted. Went out for a little fish and chip yesterday. I was absolutely I thought I was going to collapse in the road when I got off the bus downtown, the switch bus. I thought I was going to collapse. Started, it's like, I'm not sure if it's the medication, and it was just too soon just to go running around or such. I'm absolutely exhausted because I've been at the back of that rack about an hour ago or so. Maybe an hour and a half ago. I'm absolutely shattered. I've still got to connect. I've only got a few channels connected up at the moment. The left, the center, the right. According to the processor, the left center, right center is elsewhere. I can't assign it to like how I had it on the Storm processor. So I think between Storm and Trinnov, I think their assignment thing is just a little bit different. But the channels that I need to get to, so I can put them behind the screen, and then they're on another output on the cables. So I got to find that cable and then unplug the. Where would they be on the? Oh yeah, they'd be on the Storm. Yeah, because they connect down onto a fairly complex Y lead connection, and then that goes into the. I'm trying to remember. Oh crikey! It's just too complicated. Anyway, all I have to do is just get those connected, and then just put some pink noise through just to verify if I got continuity on the correct channel, and then I think it's the other DB, the first DB. Oh gosh, the first DB25 lead connector, and then check to see if I got the first surround speaker up and running, pink noise, and then second one over there on the right with pink noise. I think there's a few other things that I'm a little concerned that it's not a big deal. It's not like the end of the world. End of the world. Well, the end of the world would be like the world won't just end. That's just not the way it goes. Unless, of course, the atmosphere and the ionosphere, the ozone or everything collapsed suddenly within just a few years. Everything will be toast because heat. What's it called? Solar, yeah, bloody solar sun flare and white rays, and it'll just cook everything. Unless, of course, it's going to be a little bit more dramatic, and suddenly some science keeps the public out of the hush hush. That suddenly there was just some impossibility of hydrogen fusion fuel on the sun suddenly depleting, which in which case would be toast for the entire solar system. You know, quite a few planets. Maybe just some, or what very far out might just but there's no point because you can't put any. Why am I rambling? End of the world and that. Oh dear, I got too much on my mind. Oh, and then you got this spunker, what he called Darth Vader. You know, you got Mad Anakin Skywalker. Yeah. So at the moment, I'm just going through this a little bit. I've only got one HDMI cable connected onto it so far, and I believe, I can assign all the HDMIs from 1.4 to 2.0 because as it is at the previous moment, HDMI 1, 2, and 3 are 1.4. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are 2.0. So I got the computer on 1.4 because, I don't really need it on 2.0 really. And I've got the Panasonic on HDMI number 4, 2.0. Oh gosh, trying to remember all this. So I haven't even connected up all the other connections yet, much less I haven't connected up the Sony to the what do you call it? The RCA the RCA analog inputs. Oh, I'm just exhausted. Just bloody exhausted. Oh boy. Yeah, so what when I got back yesterday, but actually, yeah, I was lousy when I got to the fish and chip yesterday. Felt so flipping exhausted, fatigued. I just had to put my head down on the table, and once meals started going through, and having a meal, and I think I was in there for just almost about an hour, and just that was almost just getting past 1 o'clock, I think, and I just started to feel maybe just a little bit better, because maybe the medication side effect is slightly wearing off a little bit, but it's less chaotic with all the punters going in during morning and afternoon. It's mostly OAP during the. I'm not far off from that myself. OAP. Don't let the hair colour fool you. So yeah. So this thing, this was a pig to put into the bloody rack. It was a pig, because the all those cables and the weight of it just added extra weight, and I had to push the cables through the rack first, and then push the flipping thing in, and then it was getting behind it, and because it's like a bird nest back there, there's cables going this way, that way. It looks like a jungle of cables. My goodness, it's absolutely it's a mess. Oh, and I lost where the lead was for the HDMI output to the OLED, because I knew it was back there. It just got muddled up somewhere in the bundle, and oh dear, that took me about 20 minutes to find it. If the rack was a little taller, um, maybe. If I was like just generally most other people, my system wouldn't be as complex. But then I wouldn't be a complex listener. I'll be just like the average person, and they think, they take all they accept what the channels, the output channels should be, or the decoder, what that should do, or what it can or what it can't do. They just accept that, and for me, yeah, it's a little bit different. So far, I have noticed a bit of a time delay when it's usually when stopping the film and then turning it back on. I think this delay issue where, but anyway, I got to get the laser disc. Hang on, yeah. Oh gosh, I know I got cables, some optical cables at the back, but whether they're going to reach, where I'll just have to see. I know some optical will reach. I'm going to change the optical cable on the RF demodulator and switch it over to an RCA electronic, um, electrical, or for people that think, oh, that's coaxial, but it's electrical. Anyway, I'll switch that over to that and then plug it into the one of the ports in the back, and then I'll see if I can reserve the optical outputs from the Pioneer, from the two Pioneer what they call DVL 909s, for PCM or DTS. If I want to run theatrical mixes on DTS Laserdisc, boom, it'll go through. How many inputs are there? One, two, three, four. Four optical inputs. and then I'll probably connect one of the other optical inputs to the Pioneer CLD925, and I think I've already got a lead that's connected on the AC3 output, but it's behind the rack. So if I wanted to use one other Laserdisc player, play AC3, I'd have to unplug the input lead to the demodulator and then take the other lead, connect it, and then it's up and running. Because it's not like, back in the day they made a demodulator thing that can have, say, 2 or maybe 4 inputs with a single output, or maybe 4 output, or depending on the complexity. Because they just assume one player is going to be used and one input to one output to the receiver processor. Um, Oh boy, am I knackered! I am absolutely cream crackered. Oh, I do like that curry sauce. What they do at wow! I thought it was be disgusting, years ago. Generally, I know someone else would add it or put curry sauce, and think, pass, because I don't mind. I just associate it with, curry and rice, you know, um, and I'm just sort of like thinking, nobody puts curry sauce on chips and fish, but wow, it gives it a boost, it gives it a kick. But by about 8, maybe 10 minutes while I'm going into the meal, I'll just start sweating ridiculously. Um, and afterwards, I just have something to cool me down. Ice cream. Wow. I'm pretty certain the ice cream that I have there is probably a few minus Celsius less than what, or more, sorry, a little bit more than when the ice cream comes out of my fridge. I'm just sure, or maybe it's the way you scoop it out and then you just serve it in I don't know. Just extra. Oh, wow. I just can't get this flipping volume to blazes. Where in the bloody processor is it switched off? It's either switched off, so you only use that, but that doesn't make sense because I could use the Storm, I could use that volume, or I can use the remote. It doesn't make sense. Unless, of course, it is broken. In which case, it's going to be a pig to take that out of the bloody rack. I mean, really, a pig. I can barely just move that bloody thing in and out of the rack. It is not easy. This task is a 2-person job, because I would have to carefully get get it out so far, and then it's just a pig then to get around behind and undo those DB25 connectors, and then get it on the bench, and I get the lid off, and then just sort of like try and sort of like test the voltmeter or something to see if the maybe the what do you call it? First thing I would check is maybe the variable, the variable, what's it, potion, to see if that's, I can't see that. Not even the original owner can even remember. He had it wrapped somewhere else, and he mostly probably either used the remote, could maybe connect it to it. Oh, that's it. Where's the IR sensor? It's got to be behind this. It's got to be behind this panel here somewhere. Same with this. The IR. It's got to be behind that somewhere. But I wouldn't have a clue where. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Everything else seems to run. The mute work. The mute is okay. The moment I do that and move that volume should go back up. I think it does it on the remote here. Does it? Theoretically, it should. Oh no, it doesn't. It does on the Storm. So if you mute and then you start using the volume, and then the volume kicks back on. So between the two French competitors, they got their. Maybe I could. I don't know. I haven't even communicated with anyone at that trinnov site. I doubt even someone else would be able to figure out what it is. Oh, so probably be probably maybe in a moment, or when I feel like I want to stand up and get behind and connect, find the cable. I put a little tape around the ends of the DB25 leads, so I know which one's DB20. So I know which cable is number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Otherwise, I would have been like looking at the back of the thing where they're connected, and it's when you got all the connectors connected in, it's not easy to visualize them all. Although, could always look at a view of the unit and a back view, and then I'd be able to say, "Oh, right, that's that one. That you're right." Oh, most other people probably had this thing up and running in a day, but they're not using additional matrix decoders connected into the what's called the B chain, and so they're just doing it the way the manufacturer is saying, "Yeah, do it this way." But you can add something else onto it. I've seen a picture of that trinnov CI thing now. Yeah, that trinnov CI. It's got no analog RCA inputs. Oh, flipping heck! I'd say most people today they think they know cinema sound and its sound formats and the history and everything. And I'll tell you, that processor is only going to be good for a few sound formats. I mean, okay, so it runs on all this, mostly this Dante's Peak and stuff. Was it Charles Bronson? Was it Charles Bronson in that? Something Bronson or something. Dante's Peak, Yeah, not to mention, I think the U frame on it, so I can imagine it being pretty lightweight, not over heavy, but no, hasn't got any RCA phono inputs. Not even if an RCA, not RCA, not even a DB25 analog input. I've seen the back panel of it, and I thought, and it's only got what, 4 HDMI inputs. Oh, I think they should need to redesign that thing, because the price on that unit once you got you buy all the extra channels, because it's going to come more or less like bare bones, and then it's about 1,200 but 2 extra channels each time, and then that goes up to 26,000, which is a little less than that, but nah. It wouldn't be a-okay. Yeah, it'd be totally useless to me. It's got no RCA, so I wouldn't be able to connect a Sony, with my Dolby CP200 up to it, because flipping that, you wouldn't be able to connect. You wouldn't. You'd still be reliant on using this Dolby DSU, and I haven't even checked the DSU to see what it sounds like yet on this. Unless I downmix the 5.1 to a, and then I'm using and then I have a listen to the center channel to see if it still does that kind of whooshy effect, which it probably would, because it did it on the Denon, it did it on the Marantz, it did it on the Storm, so it's pretty, yeah. But if you don't want to hear that whooshy effect and you want to hear how, the ProLogic 424, how it should sound, then you got to plug in an outboard. Either get a DSU4 or you might see a Dolby CP55. 55 is a little bit of a pig's ear to set up with its inputs and so forth. The Dolby CP65, even a cheap CP750. That doesn't have a problem with its ProLogic on it. It's the DSU, because it's more digitizing, and it just has these kind of like little strange little artifacts. But there's a lot of preset things on this processor. It has an SDDS, but that, like I said, that's just probably the specific, but it doesn't have a chip for SDDS. I mean, you gotta have a disk first that's encoded, but it's pointless. You don't need an SDDS. You just need the 8-track mix converted over to a Dolby codec, 8-channel or Atmos, and then just leave out all the Atmos mixing and all that nonsense, and then it will just do the put the speaker layout exactly how it was when it was, with a multi-ray going down the side wall and on the back wall, so it does the exact signature. What should I do now? I still need to check the LCR. I'll go back in the rack in a moment and look for where that those other channels are, because I can see where they are. Like there, where the heck are they? I think they're on channels 20 or 19 or 20. Where are they? Just going through this. What do you call it? The processor inputs, outputs. Let's just play this, see what this sounds like.
I'll hold it for a while.
Quick, we've got to get across. Find the controls that extend the bridge.
I think I just blasted it.
They're coming through!
Just going to go to a sine wave. So still need to do checks. Just turn the ABC down. I'll turn the volume up. So I need to check the levels on the DCX, because I did a basic level check on the DSU4s for the input levels on the LEDs. But I need to do I need this volume to go down in 0.1 dB steps, so I could just fine tune and make sure that those LED that they are properly aligned. Otherwise, I'm only going down, up and down in 1 dB steps. Yeah, my left channel on my DCX. Sorry, my right channel. So it could be at an output level, because I got the level almost. They look okay on the input levels. Input levels are here. So I need to, get the continuity on input levels, and then the levels down on the DCX, that all the LEDs going up and down with the volume at the same time. And then I verify that the signal should be going out to the amplifier. But that is verifying the actuality of the output. So that's like connecting an additional, or an RTA, Room EQ Wizard RTA, and connecting the outputs before they connect to the amplifiers, and then connecting it to an RTA, and then verifying that the levels on each output, they're all the same in the frequency. So where's the volume again on this? Because oh yeah, it's down there. Yeah, my right channel. Sorry, my left channel's a little higher. And I'll turn it up one more. Yeah, so could be the outputs need to be adjusted a little bit, because there might be between different processors. Because I've seen all these results on the Audio Science Review. Sometimes the output of each channel sometimes might just be a tiny fraction less than the other, but so anyway, I just need to do some adjusting. But I really need it to go down. But I think, hang on, if I go back to the sine wave, I think I can adjust that in tiny little 0.1 decimals. Yeah, I see it there. Sorry. That's center. Turn that there. Am I seeing it going down? Oh yeah. It's about almost a dB there. All right, I should be able to use these Wossets there so it's going to be it's going to take me a little longer, a little bit quicker on the Storm. So take that volume down 1 decibel. Okay. So where's the level? It's on that channel there. Just turn it up a bit. That's probably that. Up a little bit more, and plus I got a little bit more. It takes a. Okay, I turned that up and down. They seem to. It's the right channel. It still seems a little bit on the low side. And turn that down. Turn it up. Turn it down. That's within 1 dB, but I need to check in 0.1 dB steps. So, and then turn, and then hang on, that's the right. No, it's a tiny few dB there. It's about 0.2. So, oh boy. So that was the input, left to right side. It's going to take me a while because this is really muddling my head up. I'll turn it down, yeah, but I need. Damn, what is wrong with this bloody remote? You've got to be kidding me. Something switched off on this main thing that's got switched off, and that's what I think. I just can't see that. I don't think I've come across any. Anyway, son of a bitch. See, it's awkward. Alright, let's turn those sine off.
I think we took a wrong turn. Some dB difference there I need to adjust. I think I've deactivated or I've kind of deleted the previous owner's EQs because that would affect the because they need to be put in default mode. Deleted. I think I've done those. I've checked output delays, and they're all 0. At least probably maybe the what do you call it? Because you got what do you call it? I could screen share this thing, but I'm a little bit out of at the moment, so I'll probably have to leave it till next month. Input EQs. Let's have a look. See if that works. Generate a sine wave tone. Where's the sine wave? Where's the generator tone? Not that I'm going to use these EQs because it goes into a very complex B chain across that I use additional across the screen channel, and if I make any adjustments in any of EQ across the LCR, sort of typical, it will skew up the decoding because the signals have got to be all in phase, polarity, frequency. They all got to be, like not altered. Any equalizer or any equalizing sort of thing has got to be done afterwards. But within the processor, the decoding and all that is behind the equalizer, and the equalizer is more or less almost on the output stage of the processor, along with gain levels and all that, etc. Usually EQ as well. That would be slightly either a little bit up behind this because you got what's it called? FIR. To me, it's just a bloody equalizer, for crying out loud. They're just equalizer bands. Where's the blimmin' pink noise on this? I can't see it. Do I have to generate it do I have to go back a page? I'm on input. How do I go back a page? Output delay. Meter. Looking at the meter levels, they look okay. Using some of this flipping bloody DSU because the bloody DSU switched on. I need to switch it off. It's a little bit easy on the Storm to switch that off, but takes a while to navigate. Not that I can hear you, know. And I don't really particularly like it because I know how the DSU works and I know how the DTS Neural X upmixer works. Like the DSU would kind of put a sound effect or music on the overhead, depending on what's going on. Or with the DTS Neural X, what I've noticed is depending on the movie mix, etc., and that I've noticed just sound effects going on the front and the music just playing across the screen channel. But you can just faintly, if you listen to the overheads on their own, you just faintly hear a little bit of the crosstalk. So it's probably how the chips on the decoders are, on the outputs. It could be the rear back surround they're using. It could be the side surround output. It wouldn't be the front, left, right. Otherwise, the sound thing, the whatever, it would stick out like. So they're trying to mask it by hiding it, but it's nothing special. Otherwise, you could do that with any other outboard decoder. Connects it up through some complexity, get another AV receiver and then think, well, which output should I use? Should I use the rear surround output or the side surround output? And of course, if you switch between the whole thing, otherwise, I'm thinking, I could do something else. That would be pretty interesting. But where's the flipping graphic? No. Processor setup. Process. Where the blim input? I'm going back to EQ. Where's the other? I'll just play something. I'll just move that there. Which channel am I on? Am I on the left, the center, or the right? Where's it say on the page here? What part of the? No, I must be on the. Do these go up in? Can I use the mouse? Oh yeah, they go up in 0.1 dB steps. I must be either on the left or right channel. Where the heck's the? Where's the switching on this? What's that saying next? Oh, hang on. Oh, now I see it down here. Bloody hell, it's so tiny to see. Right, that's the center. I think I'm hearing the sound going up. Yeah. Just taking the EQ bands there, plus and minus 12 dB. Yeah, they work. And then turn them down. Minus 12. 500, 630. Yeah, they work. Where's the? Is there a button to put them? All zeros. Yes. Okay, right, gotcha. Okay. Usually some other functions where you just press it on some other DSPs or whatever, and you just press reset, and then it just goes boom straight back. But here, it takes to another page just to say, do you want to press it all back to 0? Right. Okay. Got that. Okay. Would I use base waveforming? I don't know. It's not like I've got a bass problem in the room. Well, every room does, but would I? I'll see. I'm still cynical about the whole thing. How the heck do I go back to the link 0? Okay. What's okay mean? Oh, right. Okay, and I go back to right. Gotcha. I can see all the other Captain Hand solo, mute, sine wave, pink noise, pulse, boom, 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 boom. Input EQ. Right, I've just been to that page. And then you got link, the missing link. I'm not sure if you could do like what you can on the stormaudio, which is replicate or duplicate channels. So usually when you go onto the say a layout for 5.1, I've got a few of those on the storm, and maybe a 7.1, Dolby Atmos one. Which also goes over to be whether it might be, create another page, for that DDS DTS, what's it called? X, yeah, whatever, and that, yeah, or Aura, yeah, sounds like a sweetie bar. Oh. Yeah, so that this unit's only a little way stuck out from the rack at the moment until I push it a little bit more in, and then start connecting the I think the other HDMIs from the where is it, for the Laserdisc player, which is going into the Storm, and that's connected to the Denon, so that HDMI lead will connect onto somewhere on the for Laserdisc, and I'll find the where the other short cable is lead for the HDVD player. Hardly gets used now. All the Warner Brother discs are rotters and they don't play. So it's just a few titles that I don't even really care about much anymore. I hardly play those movies now. Oh, I see they got Tron and all that rubbish coming out on. Oh, they're tying it up with prostitutes makeup, bloody Dolby Vision rubbish. Good gosh, Dolby Vision 2. What next? I just don't use it. I mean, I just can't see the the logic. All it is at the end of the day, what to me that is, it's just some other means of manipulating color and trying and enhance the shadow in the background and all. Bloody hell, I just remember when it was just something simple like you got on your CRT, your TV, you got color. Depending on what modes, what ones, because some European UK ones were like very basic. Some NTSC ones would have a tint adjust because they were never twice the same color, Um, um, and so like UK ones, gradually they got more modernized. But back in the early days, it was just sort of color contrast for your whites, and then brightness for your blacks. Um, Hardly had a tint adjustment on them, depending on the model. Maybe if it depending on the model. Yeah, that was it. That was just sort of very simple. What you get on laptops today or so. Everything looks a-okay sort of thing, and you just got a brightness adjustment to make it brighter or make it a little bit less brighter. Nothing, too complex, isn't it? And what I look at I think, wow, that's brilliant. Especially these screens, where the color doesn't polarize. Really, I just don't know. They got a Dolby Vision 2. Oh, what? When are they going to have Dolby Atmos 2, where it's got below surround? I'm sure they can do that, but they just a little bit slow and behind the times, sort of thing. Oh. Oh. Okay, which ones are the surrounds am I going to connect? Because I've got like 1, 2, 3 going along the side walls. If this thing can or cannot do it, it should be able to, because they say it could do everything. It took me a while to sort of figure out a few things on the Storm, so this is going to be the same thing, but how do you turn this volume on? How do you turn that on? I don't know. Okay. don't know about the front wides. I don't know. I have to turn that storm on to sort of like see which channels were which, what's oh yeah, and it's my ether lead is not connected, so I won't be able to do remote, so I need another lead going onto the router. Hang on, is it a Wi-Fi? I can't remember. Let's turn the storm on. Can't remember if it's on Wi-Fi as well. So I've got to verify the output the channel to the the sound. Oh god, I'm so tired. Verify the sound channel to the channel number. Okay, I'll say that again. So I've got to verify the sound channel to the channel number. So I know what XLR to undo on the back of the processor and then connect it to the DB25 XLRs. Okay, let's see if I can find the where is it? It should be on here. No, I'm not getting. Hang on, am I getting a? Hang on, I've got a white page there. Hang on, let's just refresh that again. No, I'm not getting a connection because the ether lead is not connected, so it's not talking. So I've got to get another ether lead. Otherwise, I'm just looking at numbers on this going 1, 2, 3, blah 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 blah. Yeah. So hang on. Well, am I going to get another ether lead? Oh gosh, I'm going to have to get something to go through the hole, or maybe just do a temp. Get a long lead, connect it into the rear, and connect it in the back. I need an ether lead. I haven't got any spare ether leads that are long enough. I need at least, 4 meter, and just connect it up. So this is just going to take it's going to take a little while to set up. Unless, of course, I just undo the ether lead from the back of the trinnov and then connect it back on, and then just go into and then just write down all the numbers, channel outputs to channel names to the output numbers, and then just write it all down or type it down. I wouldn't mind another lead. I'll get another ether. Very cheap. Why people bitch and moan about those leads? They're pretty cheap. They're pretty good. Should be able to get some tomorrow, not today. 10 meter, 5 meter, 5 meter. Oh wow! Look at that! Look how cheap that is. 5 meter. Wow. Okay. Get that tomorrow. 5 meter. That's cheap. Wow. Don't they use some of these leads to connect onto that Dante's Peak or whatever it is? Or was it a cat? Something to do with a cat. Meow. Alright. I'm not rushing this thing because because of, you know, not rushing it. I don't come in the room too much these days. Oh, bloody hell, I'm cream crackered. I had a meal yesterday. Crikey, I'm feeling hungry. Maybe it gave me a little energy because what have I got in the freezer? I could have some fish. I might as well just finish that bread. Might as well finish that bread and have some toast. Yeah, I'll have some toast in a moment. I think I can remember the outputs for the overheads. So channel 30, 32, 31, 32 and 31 wasn't used on there. So 30, 29, 28, 27, 20. Yeah. So it's 25 to 30. So I know where those are on the back of the unit. Okay. I just can't remember where the left wide and front wide. I can't remember what channels those are on. Let me just try and think. LFE, the LFE output on there is on. I think it's channel 4. That's still connected, so okay, I know where that is, and that's got to connect to. How do I go back to? Oh yeah, there's the page. The sub apparently is on. Doesn't seem to be checked. I know there's another menu on this. I think it's on channel 32. Okay, I'm gonna have a break. Make some salt and make some toast. Oh, bloody hell. What am I going to do with this 850? What the heck am I going to do with that? Museum? It belongs in a museum. Oh.
Coming in, point 3. You can't do any more good back there. Sorry. Let him go. Stay on the lead. Hurry, Luke. You're coming in much faster this time. Yeah, hold. R2 trying to increase the power. Hurry up. Wait. Wait. I'm on the lead. Hang on now. Targeting computer. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm all right. I lost our cue. Rebel base in range. You may fire finger in. Commence primary ignition. Have you not? What? Look out! You're all clear, kid. Now let's call this thing and go home. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Remember, the boss will be with you, always.
You let me get all credit, take all the rewards.
Hey, I think I was wanting you the money.
Oh, no. Listen, you hear me? Say something. You can repay him, can't you? We'll get to work on it right away. You must repay him. Sir, if any of my circuitous kids will help out gladly, then he'll be all right. All wings report in. Red 10 standing by. Red 3 standing by. Red 6 standing by. Red 9 standing by.
Red 2 standing by.
Red 11 standing by.
Red 5 standing by.
Lock gas squads in attack position.
Passing through the magnetic field.
Hold tight.
Switch the deflectors on. Double front.
Look at the size of that thing.
Cut the shot on Red 2.
Accelerate to attack speed. This is it, boys.
Red leader, this is gold leader.
I copy, Gold Leader.
Returning to the target shaft now.
We're in position. I'm going to cut across the axis and try and draw their fire.
Heavy fire, boss. 43 degrees. I see it. Stay low. Red 5, I'm going in.
Are you all right?
I got a little cooked, but I'm okay. We can't study rebel ships, Lord Vader, but they're so small they're evading our turbo lasers.
We have to destroy them ship to ship. Get the crews to their fighters.
Watch this, Val. There's a lot of fire coming from the right side of that deflection tower.
I'm on it.
I'm going in. Cover me, Porkins. I'm right with you, Red 3.
Got a problem here.
Vic, I can hold it. Pull up! No, I'm all right.
The rebel base will be in firing range in 7 minutes.
Trust your feeling.
Squad leader, we've picked up a new group of signals. Enemy fighters coming your way. My scope's negative. I don't see anything.
Pick up your visual scouting.
Here they come.
Watch it. You've got one on the tail.
Pick one up. Watch it.
I can't see him. Got me tight. I can't take it.
I'll be right there.
Several fighters have broken off from the main group. Come with me.
Pull in. Run. Pull in. Watch your back, Luke. Watch your back. Watch your coming in. I'm hit, but not bad. Oh, let's see what you can do with it. Hang on back there. Red 6, do you see Red 5? There's a heavy fire zone. Red 5, where are you?
I can't shake it.
I'm on it, Luke. Hold on. Hey, where are you? Thanks, Wade.
Red leader, this is gold leader. We're starting our attack run.
I copy, Gold Leader. Move into position.
Stay in attack formation.
Takeoff forward in march and locked in.
Switch all powers to
Front. Deflector screen. Switch all
power to front deflector screen.
How many guns do you think, Gold 5?
Say about 20 guns. Some on the surface, some on the towers.
Switch to targeting computer.
Computer locked. Getting a signal. Stop. Stabilize your rear deflectors. Watch for enemy fighters.
They're coming in. 3 marks at 210.
I'll take them myself. Cover me.
Yes, sir. Behind.
I know I said taxi. It's a danger. You have no ship standing by.
Actually, John Bowman a plan. I think whoever made that concept. That will be 3 minutes.
Red voice, this is Red Reader.
Rendezvous at 1, 6.1. Red 2, 1 foot. Red 3, standing by.
Red Reader, this is base 1.
American will find a race for next run. Copy, base 1. Buzz, take Red 2 and 3.
Hold up here and wait for my signal.
Start your round.
This is Red.
You should be able to see it by now.
Keep your eyes open for those fighters. There's too much interference.
Red 5, is in where you are. No sign of any. Wait, come in, point 35.
I see them. I'm in range. Target's coming up.
Just hold them off for a few seconds. Those are formation.
Almost there.
You better let them loose.
They're right behind me.
Almost there. I can't hold them.
It's the way. Negative.
Negative. It didn't go in.
You're attacking on the surface. Engineer, we're right above you. Turn to point.
All 5 will cover for you.
Stay there.
I just lost my starboard engine. Get set up for your attack run.
Going in, we're going at full throttle. Larry, keep those flyers up our back. Right with you, boss.
Luke, at that speed, would be able to collide in time?
It's just like Beggars Canyon back home.
Just stay back, far enough to cover you.
I still shoot the tower, but I can't see these guns for it. Shoot it, shoot it, can hit it. Watch yourself. Increase speed full throttle. What about that tower? You worry about those fighters. I'll worry about the tower.
R2, that stabilizer's broken loose again. See if you can't lock it down.
Coming in, point 3. I'm hit. I can't stay with you. Get clear, Wes. You can't do any more good back there. Sorry.
Let him go. Stay on the lead.
Hurry, Luke. You're coming in much faster this time. Yeah, hold. R2 trying to increase the power. Hurry up, Luke. Wait.
Quick!
That'll be 30 seconds closing.
I'm on the lead.
Hang on, no.
Use the force, Luke. Let go.
Force is strong in the tunnel.
Luke, trust me.
Computer's off. Luke, you switched off your targeting computer. What's wrong? Nothing. I'm all right.
may stop and ready.
You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Remember, the force will be with you always.
I'm gonna let you get all the credit and take all the reward. No. Look, you hear me? Jason, you can repair him, can't you?
We'll get to work on it right away.
You must repair him. Sir, if any of my circuits or gears will help out gladly, then he'll be all right.
Oh, bugger. Bugger. Can't even have a little snack without my kiddies. Hey, what are you having? Hey, can we have some of that? Give him a little tuna. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, a few minutes. I'm not going to connect up the other bloody channel thing, but a little bit if it's not doable, then I'm going to have to find another way on the outboard to do it. Bloody hell, didn't know just to watch a movie and set up all this nonsense can be bloody exhausting. Chapter, is it 19, 18, 20, 21? Oh yeah, 21. Han Solo, captain of the Millennium Falcon. It can make 0.5 past light speed. Made a few special modifications myself. How do you turn the DSU thing off? You could do it on the remote. Okay, what's the light mean? Oh, it's just a, what's it? It's just a light. Info. It's not exactly showing anything. The one thing I noticed that with the storm, you get a partial graphic on screen. It shows the sound format type that's going into the processor on the screen, and when you're going up and down with the volume, it shows the volume level. with the trinnov, it doesn't do that. Doesn't do an on-screen graphic, which is basic. Well, just a basic. Although it may be there and it's just turned off, but I don't think so. What's the format? I think it's optimizer. How do you turn it off? I turned it off. Not that I've noticed anything optimizing yet. Format source. Oh no, that's just switching through HDMI. You turn it off. Okay, so as far as I can remember, no, DD, Dolby Digital there, DS, that's Dolby Surround. When they say Dolby Surround, it's like you think of the first earlier consumer Dolby Surround ones, and then the Pro Logic came along. How come they just don't call it DSU? They could have put an extra letter there. Don't know how you turn that damn thing off. Can you do it on the remote? I could do it on the Storm. Okay. Don't notice anything there. Oh, fuck it. I give up. Try the remote on that. Come on. Does it turn? Don't see anything happening there. Yes, well, that would never happen on a professional cinema processor. Ah, gotcha. Default. Don't see anything changing there. So Is there any change there? Strange. Don't see. I went through these other up next things. I didn't see anything changing on the screen. DS, maybe, unless DS stands for something else. I think it's Dolby Surround. That makes that good turn that off. I found a switch or something on it last night. Or was it the night before? I can't remember. Water. Hang on, where's native? Ah, right, switched it off. Right, gotcha. Decoders, yeah. Where's the other channels on the? Good in UX. All right, I see it on the screen there. UX. And all the other channels lit up, but I've got to confirm everything first. Because I'm not a fan of these upmixer things, because I know a lot of the public may like it, but to me, it's a little BS. Switch to that. That's only gone to 2 channel. It's kind of like down mix that on that. Just 2 channel stereo on Aura 3D. There's no other channels, it's just left and right. Go native. Switch is pretty. Hang on, wait a second. Yeah, that switched pretty smooth and fast. There's a little fraction delay on the storm when doing that. It's just a little, switching interruption that I noticed. Yeah, on that decode processor. Anyway, so what are those channels there? It's hard to say. Okay, gone back to that. How do I go back to that other page? Okay, I forgot. Surround up mixer, hang on. Take that off. Loud management, hang on. Does that do anything? Okay, take it off. Still sounds the same. Don't think that did any different. Hang on, let's go back that guy to enable. Oh, hang on, where's that? Loud management. What does that mean? Not sure what that's exactly doing on the processor. Alright, take that off. Alright, but take it back on. Enable Delta Romeo Charlie dynamic range control. Turn those up to max. Did that reduce the sound a little bit? Okay. Disable. Alright, it did. Yeah. Okay. Turn it back on. Yeah. Alright. Turn that off. What's that? Go back. Turn it off. Export. Turn that on. Can't notice anything there. Back button. Okay. Right, so I've got the up mixer thing turned off. It's on native. See how many levels are there? 1, 2, 3. Let's see. 4. Looks like something switched off. Probably in the. Let's see. Where's. Wait a second. It could be those other channels on the left and right surround. I don't see the LFE signal. Okay. Go back to. Go to view small. Something way down there, but it doesn't seem to be actively switched on. Hang on. Add. Five, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. Where the heck is it? Turn that off. Oh, turn it off. Don't want to use it yet. It's probably not. It's not configured with anything. I'm probably not gonna jump to that yet. Leave that to last. See, LFE. plus 10, switched on, stacked to don't see any RFE signal moving on the meter there. What's the frequency up to? That's weird. Goes pretty high there. Filter, hang on, what's that? Links Riley. Stoke 24 dB. Alright, click on. You got no filter there. I think I'll put no because I'm not going to be using it because it goes anything at present moment is going through the THX. So if that's going to apply anything there, I'm just going to switch that off. But still got no LFE out. Somewhere it's switched off for some reason. Hang on, what's this here? On. I need the Death Star blowing something up because I know there's an LFE signal there, or maybe they'll go back a little bit and watch when the Millennium Falcon goes into hyper light speed. I can't see anything there. Maybe it's not doing it. This is fine tuning. Maybe it's somewhere else it's turned off. Hang on. LFE to left, right. No, I'm not. If that's what I think. No, I'm not doing any of that. How do I go back? How do I go back to the other page? Oh, yeah, there we go. See on that. Is it going back? Yeah, okay. Meter levels. Let's see. Oh, I'm knackered. LFE, right, I see it there. Even though it's not nothing's connected, but I should see it on the. Can't see it on the screen there, unless it's so far down it's not going to be visible there on the. Can't see any pink noise. Yeah. There's nothing on the EQ. Press OK, and that takes me back to the other page. Right. So it's not turning on, I don't think. Back to main. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing at the bottom that says amp and all. Bloody hell. It's not too dark. Let's see anything there. I could connect up channel 4 to on channel 4 to 32. So on that page there's something that's maybe maybe it's got something to do with all this bonkers waveforming thing. It should be it's not showing mono amp. It's not showing any other bosset here. Could it be out of speaker? No. Remote. Right. Gain. Anything on these?
Space station. Too big to be a space station. Very bad feeling about this. Done the ship or not? Yeah, I think you're right. We'll reverse. Chewie, lock in the auxiliary power. So we locked in the auxiliary power.
Why are we still moving towards it?
We're caught in a tractor beam that's pulling us in.
There's gotta be something you can do.
There's nothing I can do about it. Kid, I'm full power. I have to shut down. They're not going to get me without a fight. But there are alternatives, I think. But there are alternatives, I think. Clear Bay 327. We're opening the magnetic field.
Oh, I see something now. It looks like it's indicating LFE. Just play back. Let's just verify. Play that desktop thing again. Yeah, I'm seeing something now. I just don't know what I did there, but it's something under these, what's it called? Presets. It's under something called preset selection. I see something that says main movie preset, rear music, main bass PEQ preset setting PEQ. It's very weird, the numbers going 1, 2, and then 8, 9, and 10. Can't make that out. And of course, then there's mic alignment test, and I got a little bit more about that. How do you do it? And then main bass PEQ preset backup. Went through a few of those. I noticed something going on. Okay, press that triangle there, takes about there.
Remember, a Jedi can feel the Force flowing through.
You mean control your actions?
It also obeys your command. You realize this ain't what for a man for a good blaster back here. You don't believe in this, do you? Yet I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other, seen lots of strange stuff, but I've never seen anything that I can believe there's one all-powerful force controlling everything. No mystical energy. I'm told, Captain William, Chewie here tells me that it's a passage. Yes, indeed. If it's a fast ship. You've never heard of the Millennium Falcon? Should I have? It's the ship that made the Kessel run in less than 12 parsecs. How about running Imperial starships? Not the local bulk cruisers, mind you. I'm talking about the big Carillion ships now.
I've got 2 of these pages open. Cry. 1, 2, 3, turn that one off.
On the passenger. Myself. Two droids. Have no question.
Let me check this thing here.
Say we'd like to avoid any Imperial entanglement.
Check these other level things here.
Well, that's the real trick, isn't it?
I still don't see anything that's indicated on. Hang on.
10,000. All in advance.
It's changed 22. Hold on a second.
But who's gonna fly it? You?
You bet I could. I'm not just a bad pilot myself.
We can pay you 2,000 miles, plus 15 when we reach orbit. 17. Okay, you guys got yourselves a ship. We'll leave as soon as you're ready. Docking Bay 94. 94. Somebody communicated interest in that handy one on here.
Going back to a different page.
17,000. Those guys must really be desperate. This could really snake my neck. Get back to the ship and get her ready. You'll have to send your speaker.
See what's going on.
Yes, Reno. As a matter of fact, I was just going to see your boss. Tell Java that I've got his money. Java wa ninki ko paushan ataniwanya yeah, but this time I've got money. Don't have it with
Internal.
You think I had a choice? In my dead body.
22. Stop.
I bet you have.
Page has changed. Go back up here.
Sorry about the mess.
It's gone to 2 channel there. Not sure what that's doing now. What's going on? Something's cycling. It's active now. 22. Sitting here. How do I get back to that? Soon. I can hear a little bit of fan movement on the. Yeah, a little bit of fan activity now. Does feel a little bit warmish. But it's a bit quiet other than the storm. Just don't know why this page has changed. Maybe it wasn't put into saving.
Even I get bored sometimes. I think I had a choice.
Let's see here.
I got a nice, easy charter, man.
What the heck is it?
Just need a little more time.
What the heck is it? Oh, now I see it.
The ship's as fast as it's boasting.
Has it changed the page layout here? Has it changed that? Still down to 22, it's not going 32. Huh.
piece of junk.
You make 0.5 past light speed. You may not look like much, but you've got it where it counts, kid. You need a lot of special modifications myself. But we're a little rushed, so if you'll just get on board, we'll get out. Hello, sir.
From there.
Which way? All right, man, load your weapons.
Switch it to that. Oh, it's gone down a little bit. 22. Change the output thing 5.1. Channel 6 on the OFE. $32. Can see the FE signal there. Gosh, that's been so blimmin' awkward. $32, $33.
past light speed. It may not look like much, but you've got it working. Made a lot of stuff. But a little rush, we'll just get on board. We'll get out.
Junk. What a piece of junk.
You make 0.5 past light speed. It may not look like much, but you've got it where it counts, kid. I made a lot of modifications myself. But a little rush, we'll just get on board. We'll get out.
Stop that ship. Faster. Joey, get us out of here.
What's going on? Oh, hang on. Channel 9, check out. Let's change that. 1. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. There's no the left and right, so I'd changed on there, and then the left and right were outputting on another channel, so I was only hearing no sound until I noticed. Okay, there's no save. Usually there's a save thing every time you do a change or alteration on the storm process. You got to save it, and then you could recycle the page, and the new setting is there. But if you made any alteration or such, and then recycled the page, it just goes back to how it was originally. You got to always go to a save and save it. Sometimes you can save it on this storm trinnov, and sometimes I don't see a save thing. It's definitely going to take a few days to get this. Oh. Yeah, so yeah, I'll put this on that one there, but I don't know what. I'm on some sort of theatre mode or such. Can I see anything on there on the screen that says? Not quite. Oh, it's going to take a while. Gotcha. Presets main. Now the sound's gone out on the left to right gate. I think it's switched, done something there, and it's switched channels to somewhere else. Yeah, 9 and 10 again. Something that's got to be changed here. 1 and 2. Okay, that's back on. Is there a save on this or delete? Delete it and then start again. Because it's it's going to be still on the original owner's. It's very bizarre. Put the channels another. Let me refresh the page, see what goes on. No change. Stays the same. I'll refresh it again. Stays the same. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's 8? Hang on, let's have a look. Oh, got the LFE signal back up there, but it doesn't indicate on amp and everything else. Scroll that down. Come on. It's on channel 22 according to that. It doesn't show. Must be routed somewhere else. Probably on the. Oh, I'm going to clear the shut down. It's asleep. Maybe I could still leave this switched on and take this to bed with me. Go through the settings or whatever. I mean, I could usually do that with the Storm, and it's going to be pretty easy. I think there's a thing on the stormaudio that says Storm Easy, but generally I find the rest of the pages after I got used to it, maybe a week, maybe about a week or so. I mean, in some way, there is some similarity with this, but there is some. It's just the general page layout and how many other things on this processor there are, some of which I probably won't even use. All the channel things that are all. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and those numbers there are going to different outputs. When I get back to that what's it page? Is it under the yeah, there we go. FE. Yeah, let's see, do that again. Can't remember when switching chapter. Was it almost instantaneous, or was there about a slight on the Storm? Let's just do that again. Okay, turn it on. Can't tell if that is a boost there in the signal. I'll go apply. Do that again. Can't really tell if that signal on the RFE is a few dB down. Hang on. Okay. Turn it back up. Apply. Can't tell. Be a little unclear. Let me know. This thing is exhausting. Hey.
So we lock in the auxiliary power. Why are we still moving towards it? The caught the tractor that's pulling us in. There's gotta be something you can do. There's nothing I can do about it. Shit, I'm full power. I'm gonna have to shut down. I'm not gonna get me without a fight.
Not sure what I've done here, but it looks like the audio level has gone up a notch and still no activation on that. Okay. I think there's a kind of thermal sensor that's a little bit better on the. It's probably activating on there. Seems a little bit better maybe than the storm, because when a thermal sensor on the storm detects either a heat rise, the fan goes from 50% to 75. And it could probably maybe take, I don't know, 15 minutes, half hour. And then suddenly I'm not really listening for it. And then I do something else, or I mute something in the room, or turn something down, and then I just happen to notice it's back at 50% again. Otherwise, it's like, it's a little distracting. But the one on the trinnov seems to be a little bit different in its frequency loudness. Frequency response on the fan thing is just a little bit different. Yeah, could be the chassis, could be the type of the fan. Yeah, don't be too relying on the fan. You know, after so many years, they probably will need changing because they'll probably wear down. But they're usually simple things, and you just look for the stock one they used or such, or you could get something that's probably could be just a little bit better. So, still doesn't give me the Y on the.
That's the tractor beam. Leave that to me.
Still doesn't give me the Y on that. That's weird. Refresh that page. That's a weird sort of bug thing there. Seeing it there. Maybe I've got 2 pages open. Close that. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. It's because I had 2 pages open. And I was seeing, like, when moving the cursor, I saw the little triangle thing. In, like, ghosting, it was there. Whilst I was moving, and it was like a ghost effect or something. That seems okay. It's probably because I had 2 pages open.
Howling and you're blasting everything inside so one of the whole station doesn't know we're here.
Well, bring them on. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around.
Howling and you're blasting everything inside so one of the whole station doesn't know we're here.
Well, bring them on. I prefer a straight fight to all this sneaking around.
It's going to take a while to suss this out until I can figure. Bam, gotcha.
That was the same fate as Alderaan. Your destiny lies along a different path from mine. And watch over the droid. It must be delivered safely, or other star systems will.
I think the optimizer is raising the dB level get up so much. But then I can't tell. Let's mute that there. Seems to be raising the TV level. So if it's raising the TV level, is it on the optimizer, or would I see the gain if I go to the what's its page? Would I see any change in the dB levels? Because that's what it sounds like. Unless, of course, it bypasses that and doesn't show you that. I got this all rigged up fully. But I got to make sure I get the continuity right. Scroll through that page. Which is sub. Okie dokie. It's on channel 22. Can't move it, can't assign it and move it, but thing is, I don't know how many. It's got to be on here somewhere. So I would imagine the previous owner would have had several subs. Still active there. Is it actually outputting? I don't know. Could be. Can you turn this processor on and off with the remote? On the, we did it on the Storm. Okay, looking at the level meters. Yeah, see the sub. What's it weighted out? Yeah. So I went on to one format setting. I've got to check everything. It's going to take a while. T3 indicated red. So how come the surround they're moving? How come they're not indicated? Can you click on that? Ah, right. Oh, gotcha. I clicked something off there, but I'm not sure if the I'm not sure. I think the VU meters are a little bit easier to read on here than they are on the Storm. Because you got, I vaguely remember, I think the colours change usually green, amber, and red. Red is, and then of course, but I don't know where the audio limiters are on here. Must have audio limiters. Look at the input levels and scroll. But that's the thing, you got to scroll. Can I reduce the size on this? No, I can't do anything like that. Because on the Storm, the input levels are at the top, and then the output levels are at the bottom. And I can see what's going on with the actual mix levels. And then, of course, when turning the fader up or down, those output levels go up and down. But it doesn't change the input levels because they are what's on the mix. They just sometimes they look alarmingly like, blimmin' heck, it's no wonder these movies or some or whatever are so bloody deafening. Yeah, but here I got to scroll along to the next. Can I adjust the size on that? Oh, hang on. What about on the? No, that doesn't do anything. Thought it would. That doesn't do anything on the actual page it's on. Changing the size down or up, no, it doesn't do anything. That's the processor relative stored. With frame rate 24, 30, 25, 30, 30. probably. Alright. Turn it down. Yeah, I'm getting some sleep. Alright, turn that on. Leave that on. I'll turn that storm off since it's not connected to the ether. But I'll probably have to come back in again. Is there? There must be a power. There's a power on and off switch on the. Maybe they got to put another firmware on this. Or maybe I have to get in contact with someone and figure out what's up with that volume dial there. Okay, turn these off. And as for this, some people say we hear a relay clicking or such. A relay clicking. I hear a relay clicking on the stormaudio, and that's usually generally when turning the unit on. And you hear this very soft, like very all these arrays of relay. Turn the SDDS on, and I hear some relays, and then I hear this, a series of relays going, almost more, within just tiny milliseconds, because it sounds like otherwise it'd all come all on like, no, not they'd come on like, but it's going like, I hear that, and when turning it off, not really. It's usually when turning it on. Click, and then that's normal. Then I hear another click, just like when, that's just noise that's just idling there. CP200 is not connected, and it has to run through the Denon and so forth. So it'll probably be about another day or two, or when I get that connected to. I might change my dodgy DB Phoenix connector sort of thing. So I'm using a DB. What do you call it? DB. DB 25 Phoenix, and it's just got a just ordinary just scrap wire that I just connected together, and just with RCA phonos on the end. So I'll probably get another lead that's a bit short. Don't need anything but too long. I only need I don't think they do I don't think they would do a DV25. That's they're not going to, unless it's customized. I only needed something like it's about that long, so it only has to go from the system output, which is on this side, and then connect down over this side at the back. But as for oops, oh yeah. There's no power on and off switch here. Menu. Can't seem to click onto it. Go to that one there. What's that? It just takes me to that page there, but there's no remote thing here to. There's a few other things here. It just doesn't seem to be. It's like it's locked. No. Maybe I should just turn the whole thing off, get to sleep. Okay, what's up? Wonder if you could get an ether. I don't know if it's possible. Like an ether lead Y splitter. I don't know. I think it would get confused. I don't think you can do it that way. So I'll plug another ether lead in the back of the unit. This is absurd. They haven't got a power on and off switch on this remote page thing. Because they don't, they need to know how the, how the owner is going to be running these things, So, get some sleep though. All right, I'm out here. Yeah, I'm out there. Get some sleep.